Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, the 19th of May, 2015. Hope you're having a good week. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract daily chart. Looks like a nice cup and handle pattern with the breakout. Problem is volume. Breakouts, we like to see volume, and we're not seeing volume. Matter of fact, we went to one of the lightest volume days of the year. We'll look at that in a minute. There was no excitement early today during the active part of the day, the first 2 hours where we get most of our trading volume, and then we just started drifting higher once that period was over. We closed the day. Here's the volume chart. We'll go to that first. At 1.5 billion shares, it's the lightest volume day of the month of May. We've had May both ways. There were light days early to start. We had a heavy volume for a week, then back to fairly light volume last week, and now this Monday, lightest volume day of the month. And frankly, it's only about the 7th or so lightest volume day of the year. So not promising, and you don't like to see a breakout like this on a lack of volume. That's not a positive breakout. So nothing pretty there. The S&P closed up just 6 points. This is the type of pattern where when you get the breakout, you want to see a big S&P up 25 day on 2.2 billion shares. We're not getting it. So still a note of caution on the market. Here's the NDX. This is the NASDAQ 100. Up 18. Still not a new closing high, although it's higher closed than all but 3 days on the NDX. Here's the stocks, obviously looking to break out of the last month's range. Here's the biotechs, which are doing all right ever since that 13 sell signal that led to the move downward back in April. Google basically flat for the session, up 18 cents. Barely counts on a $500 stock. Apple up $1.42. The VIX gained actually 0.35 after being near a closing low for the year on Friday. Crude oil closed at 59.43. That's down just a little bit for the session. Gold was up 1.5. Let's take a look at our trend and the 10-day moving average of the trend. The trend moving average now 1.05. That's not a negative sign. Remember, under 0.85 for that moving average is a negative for the market. We didn't quite get there. 0.86 was the lowest read over the last 2 weeks. So there's nothing really negative there at all. All right, let's take a look at the ES intraday action. Let's see what the markets did during the session in 5-minute candles. Like I said, after Friday's dead flat session, we opened flat, back and forth a little bit for the first hour and a half. Absolutely nothing going on. We were still dead flat at that point, sitting on the VWAP. And then after that, we did head up for a bit. We got a 13-Comer sell signal that capped the market for about an hour and a half. Late in the lunch hour, started to break out again, and then pulled back for the last 30 minutes or so. By the way, the heaviest volume of the day is the last 30 minutes when we pulled back, so that's interesting. That's not the way breakouts are supposed to work. Like I said, you want to see the volume on the move up, not lack of volume going up, and then a volume on the move down. All right, what do we have for economic data? Tuesday, just housing starts and building permits an hour before the bell. Wednesday, we've got some minor data, and then the Fed minutes from the last meeting at 2 in the afternoon. Thursday, initial and continuing jobless claims, existing home sales, Philly Fed leading indicators. That's the more exciting day. Friday, we do have CPI. That can be a big number before the bell. But remember, people will be heading out for the long weekend. Monday's a holiday here in the U.S., Memorial Day. So we'll see. Hopefully Tuesday, just see some volume improvement now that we're settled into the June options month cycle and get some better trading out of it. Obviously, we thought today would be a little light, and it was. Hopefully Tuesday picks up. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. Have a great trading week.